Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. The escrow unlock has been embraced by all. What else is happening with XRP, though? The witness testimony and settlement agreement provide some intriguing changes. Last but not least, a major alliance has the potential to catapult XRP to some intriguing price points. Everything will be covered in this video. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. We will jump right in. Bitcoin is currently trading at a price little below $58,000 on the market. The whole market cap is $2.15 trillion, representing a loss of around 2.19%. At 1.13 BNB, Ethereum is now visible. Up XRP, down Solana. Deviating from the norm, which isn't often discussed, particularly in light of the fact that there is an escrow increase of 3.2%, up 51.39, there is a current trading volume of $1.7 billion at this price. Unlocking from escrow occurs on the 1st of every month, as per usual. Additionally, out of the 500 million XRP that were unlocked, about $248 million were transferred to a wallet that is currently unknown. For the time being, all we know is that something is being relocked. The most crucial question is, why is it being used? The standard response is that it has something to do with price suppression. Obtaining capital for the company is the end goal here. While I do agree on certain points, I still don't think it's fair to charge children $48 million each month to run Ripple. The one thing I do know is that we've witnessed the formation of substantial partnerships, and I'm convinced that these relationships do, in fact, cost money or require investment. We will briefly touch on the most recent one in the Japan region, or Japan very soon. Nonetheless, in the end, this is an escrow unlock, and as is typical, the price drops. This time around, we haven't seen it holding its own against Bitcoin. As a result, Bitcoin is falling and XRP is rising. If the number of people involved is less than 10 million, the price of XRP is likely to rise sharply. We are, of course, still counting down the days until the SEC case settlement, which is expected in May. If we're talking in the billions, anything higher than that might be difficult to digest. Some intriguing developments are unfolding in that court case, and while we haven't heard much from Brad, Stewart, or even Gary Gensler, given his perspective, there are things happening in the background that you must be aware of. The authenticity of an accountant's testimony is at the center of the current dispute between Ripple Labs and the SEC, which has cast doubt on other key witness claims. Within the bounds of legality, the SEC has defended her function as a summarizer of financial data. To your surprise, the disagreement centered on whether the accountant relied on simple computations or engaged in more complex expert analysis. Instead of Ripple Labs, it's on the SEC side. That is really intriguing. Here we go again. The SEC may be attempting to push an alternative agenda. What matters most, though, is the result of everything that has transpired. Here, it's clear the SEC's response to Ripple Labs' challenge to SEC accountant Andrea's testimony sparked a new development in the long-running legal dispute between the two entities. In response, Ripple Labs moved to reject Fox's declaration, claiming it amounted to concealed expert testimony. Accuracy is not the point here. Nothing, not even the possibility of lost revenues, is up for debate. What she needed to say, and more importantly, what may have been are, in my opinion, extremely risky topics to broach, especially in a courtroom, where the SEC vehemently disagrees, depending on the worker's ability to provide summary evidence in accordance with long-standing legal standards. The contribution of natural foxes is at the heart of the disagreement. Ripple claims that her responsibilities extended beyond serving as a summary for financial analysis and making important decisions on the classification of financial data. Let me explain. This isn't a reason for anyone to express their opinion. Considering the fact that our XRP sales are driven by the secondary market and the eventual conclusion of that, which is a component of the payment potential. This is all that matters. That will be superimposed on top of it. It will be fascinating to see how this unfolds. We are already aware that Dropbox was successful in its battle with the SEC and that 2 attorneys were fired as a result. As part of that investigation into possible record falsification, I will be looking at this from a security perspective. Here we go again, discussing possible irregularities in the role of someone offering their opinion on an XRP settlement. A crucial one that could be thrown under the bus in a matter of months, or even years. So we will have to wait and see. However, this case argues that her position is defined by the law, and that the financial facts did not require significant expert analysis. I believe this is going to be a really intriguing development, as it involves the SEC utilizing their perceived monopoly on cryptocurrency-related legal companies. But we did discuss collaborations. Along with this possible synopsis, we have additional partnerships in the works, including one with Hashkida X, a consulting firm based in Japan that works in Medina and financial services in Japan. In 2016, the Japanese banking giant SBI Holdings teamed up with a parent firm in San Francisco to facilitate remittances. This is thus an expansion of the existing collaboration. Above all else, and this is something we've observed with Coinbase Binance. For yet another major supply chain financing solution, many businesses are eyeing the Asian markets to see what they can do, and more crucially, the volume they can provide. It will be fascinating to watch the price action of XRP tokens and the narrative surrounding the idea that the financial sector, liquidity, and the banking sector are all part of the same umbrella. Moving on to the supply chain, we know that XDC came out to support this idea. Within this channel, which we discussed on my live broadcast, we have the lowest support at 40,982 and the higher resistance at 5,284. However, XRP is heading in the opposite direction. BTC has broken into that support. According to the technical analysis, XRP is looking good, and according to its partnerships, it is looking even better. We are hoping to see a possible breakout here, where the price can retest some of these moving averages and MACD. This would go against the market trend. However, we do have this settlement to finalize, and once it is done, things may become interesting. Well, that concludes our video. Your support in the form of a like and a subscription would mean the world to me. Coming up shortly, farewell.